Do you need MT? If you do, make sure you go to safenbamt.com and make sure you use code BLAZE for 5% off any of your orders. Hey, it's Blaze, and today, I got a top 10 My Team tips video coming out for you guys today. In case you don't follow my Twitter, I've been doing a lot of Twitter spaces talking to top guys around the My Team community like DBG, Shake and Bake, Ty Debo, Splash Edition, Unbeatable Jacob, a lot of people like that. And I've been asking for advice. What kind of advice would they give for people coming into My Team of 2K22? What everybody's plans are, what's the first thing they're going to attack first, and then what's the next step, and just kind of get a feel for what they are going to do. I've taken the top 10 best tips that myself have gave and the rest of them have gave, and I've kind of combined into one general list for you guys to kind of look into and see for you, and like just talk to you about, and just tell you guys and give you guys insight about, in case you don't already study dev blog, or in case you haven't already thought about this, or even thought about things I'm about to say. Hey, you're going into the game and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can do this first. And get a head start on my team instead of being caught behind. Right? Does that kind of make sense? Okay. So the first tip is going to be, make sure if you are decent at the game, it's not nothing bad if you're bad at the game, but if you're decent at the game, make sure that you play draft mode first. Okay? Make sure you play draft mode first, because if you go 10-0, you get a Pink Diamond Glenn Robinson, or if you go 10-3, you get a lot of shots at the Ascension board to get Pink Diamond Glenn Robinson. If you think about it, getting a Pink Diamond in 12 games instead of or 13 games, I should say, instead of struggling to get that Pink Diamond Wilt in a limited for 68-0, that makes the decision easy. If you can come in straight out the gate and play draft mode, draft your team, get in there and get that Pink Diamond Glenn Robinson, boom, you got a Pink Diamond on day one. And that's unheard of. So that's what you should look into. I mean, the level 40 ward's Pink Diamond, for crying out loud, right? So just make sure, if you're coming into the game for my team, draft mode first, get that Pink Diamond Glenn Robinson, and just go from there. I mean, it's ridiculous. You have that Pink Diamond for my team, for Domination, for TTO Online, for Unlimited when trying to go for a Wilt. He's gonna be a good all-around player that's gonna help your team out a lot. Tip number 2. If you're playing Domination or any offline 5v5 challenges, for example, Domination, where it's a full game, it's 5v5, make sure you have a pool of bench players ready that have the authentic grading scale system on their card. That way, when you are winning games, you are getting that extra MT boost through these challenges. Even if it's like a 50 MT boost or 100 MT boost, or like extra 200 per game, extra 300 per game, that's still going to add up in the long run. And for what? Running players on your bench? Like, you don't have to even worry about your bench anymore. Like, just keep them there. Just keep them there for the rest of the year, and then boom, you have your starters, and you can rotate them out as you like. Just a way to use one of the new features, and just get extra MT along the way. It doesn't hurt. As far as I know, it's free. It's free to put your cards in there and get them graded. So it doesn't hurt to put them in there. Even bronze cards, or down bronze cards this year, but just like the gold cards, right? Doesn't hurt. All right. Tip number 3. If you plan on having a money spent team out the gate, don't bother trying to get that Pink Diamond Wilt. Just get Diamond Shack. In case you didn't see the packs that are coming out, it's Colossal, and on the cover is a Lakers Shack. My guess is going to be a Diamond or Amethyst Shack. It's more than likely going to be a Lakers Shack, and a Diamond Shack compared to a Pink Diamond Wilt. I mean, they're practically going to be the same player. And to be honest, Shaq's player build is better than Wilt's. So if your money's spent, just buy Shaq from the auction house, and then you can just focus on Domination, or focus on draft mode, or focus on level 40, or focus on TTO Online and or whatever the case may be. You can just save some time, get that Shaq, and then move on and try to get the other reward cards in the other game modes, and then revisit it later and get that upgrade of Wilt. All right. And obviously, if you're no money spent, then you're gonna need Wilt, so make sure you get Wilt, right? If your money, it just only applies to people that spend money on the game. All right. Tip number 4: to make domination challenges easier, make sure you get the gold Yao Ming. In case you guys didn't see the photos, there's going to be a 71 gold Yao Ming at the beginning of the game, because that also goes along with the base sets for historic players going into Season 1 of 2K22. This gold Yao Ming is going to be crucial for domination challenges, especially if you're no money spent, because first of all, he's tall, it's Yao Ming, his tendencies are going to be good. You have to remember, these historic players, they're going to have good tendencies. Tendencies mean a lot more than you think, especially when it comes to AI defense. He's going to get blocks, he's going to get boards, and if post moves are OP again, he's going to get drop steps and he's going to dunk it. And that's going to be crucial for domination, especially like in the beginning. That Yao Ming is going to be cheap, so you can buy him, and I can guarantee you his price will jump up. His price will jump up with these domination challenges, because people like DBG, Shake, it's idea, but they're going to point out, hey, if you need a domination GOAT, make sure you get Yao Ming, and then boom, price is going to go skyrocketing. Then as soon as you're done with domination challenges, you can sell the Yao Ming back for tenfold. So yes, keep that in mind. That gold Yao Ming is going to be crucial for domination. Get him early while he's cheap, and then rock with him, because he's going to be an amazing card for domination. Just very, very cheesy. Makes it very easy for you. Tip number 5. Make sure you're selling everything that you're getting from domination as you get it. Unless you're trying to save shoes up together, try to like form like a perfect diamond shoe for you or things like that, just make sure you're selling everything else. Because the longer you wait to sell those items, the less and less value they're going to mean, especially at the beginning of the year. It is true, eventually the prices for the things you're getting in domination will go up eventually, but that's gonna be a long time. We're talking a couple seasons for them prices to go up to where it'll be like, okay, now I can sell them. So as soon as you get it, as soon as you finish the domination game, or TTO offline pack, or anything that you get from playing the game, rip the pack ASAP, sell what you get inside as soon as possible, because the clock's ticking. The more you get, the more you put up, the more value you're gonna have in basically your MyTeam. All right. Tip number 6: if you are no money spent this year, or even money spent as well, this works for both. Make sure that you get all starters to Ruby and get that Emerald Phil Jackson. This is an insane starting point of a MyTeam this year, to where you can have a full starting 5 of rubies and get Emerald Phil Jackson. But not only that, but these are good rubies. We're talking about Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Zion, Jokic, Donovan Mitchell. Like, these are good players. These are good players. So make sure you get those stars to Ruby and then get that Emerald Phil Jackson. Because starting out the gate, doing these domination challenges, doing these solos, or even competing online, that's a great starting point for you to do. Especially since there's starter cards to evo them, it's not going to be that difficult. Okay? Tip number 7. If you end up getting a diamond shoe or a diamond mold, putting up together a great diamond shoe card, make sure you're saving them for a pink diamond card, or for a future reward card, or just a future big card that you really enjoy, that you want to play with for a couple seasons or even more. Because the more you save up, the more soup that card is going to get. I can't tell you how many times I've gone through the auction block and I've seen a Sapphire Trae Young with a diamond shoe on it, or like an Amethyst Klay Thompson with like 3 Hall of Fame badges on it. Make sure you're saving these things for more crucial players. If you save it for the right player, you know, you have a soup player for 3 or 4 seasons, because he's just gonna be soup straight out the gates. Especially when you save your Hall of Fame badge. That brings me to my tip number 8, by the way. Same thing for Hall of Fame badges. As you get Hall of Fame badges throughout the year, save them. Wait for somebody that you really like, especially this year with how many badges they have added into the game. Like for example, they split tight handles into 2 different badges this year. They took tight handles, which was an awesome badge, then they split it into 2. They made a post badge to just do post moves. And they still have post technician and post hook king. I don't even know what the hell post playmaker is. Like, what does it do? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But anywho, badges. make sure that you save them for, like I said, that purpose. Save them up for a great player that you really like. You really like their animations. You really like what they do. You really like their playstyle. Fit your scheme. Everything's a perfect fit. Save it for people like that. Don't come out the game, pull a Sapphire or a Ruby or Amethyst LeBron or something like that and then put them in. Unless you're a big fan of LeBron, then do it. But I'm pretty sure you get my point about where I'm going at here. Okay. Tip number 9. Make sure you get a coach that fits your scheme if Emerald Phil Jackson doesn't fit it. In case you don't do the starting cards in the beginning, make sure you evolve them to get the Emerald Phil Jackson, which I don't know why you wouldn't. But in case you don't, make sure you get a coach that fits your scheme properly. Alright, how do you like to play the game? Do you like the 5 outs? Do you like to run a post? Do you like to run a 7-second offense, etc.? Make sure you get a coach that fits that scheme. And that brings me to my tip number 10. While you're building your MyTeam, especially throughout seasons 1 through 3, make sure you're building towards a scheme. For example, some people, they like to run a 5-out offense and just go strictly 3-3 and have a great isolation player on their team that they just ISO with the whole entire game. Are you a Ty Debo type player where you like to have a lot of defense, a lot of speed, and just 3-point shooting, and you just kill people on fast breaks through 3s or through dunks on 2s, you know? Or for my example, I'm a post guy, so I'm gonna run like 3 post scorers on my team that can all shoot 3s and have defenders at my 1 and 2 guard, or whatever 2 players are left, you know, available. And I'm just gonna pass out if I get doubled, and just score to the post otherwise, right? So just keep that in mind. Like, especially in the beginning of the season, you're not gonna have players that can do it all. Right? You're not gonna have like a GOAT MJ, right? So you gotta keep that in mind when building your team. Don't stress so much on the names. Just focus on the animations, the attributes, and how they mesh into a scheme. Okay? So that does conclude the top 10 tips I have for you guys today. I hope that helps you out. And also, by the way, if you're a fan of the Troydan and Blaze series, well, we have some pretty good content for you guys to look forward to this year. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys have been missing that, so we do have we got some bangers coming through, man. Gay takeover, you know. So yeah, man. I'm super excited for that. I know you guys have been missing it, so I can't wait to, you know, give you guys that entertainment that you guys are looking for again. Like I said, you know, we're gonna kill it this year, man. We're gonna kill it this year. My energy, I feel the greatest than I have in the past 5 years, dude. Like, we are going to kill it this year. All right, we're doing Park, Pro-Am, My League, My Team. We'll be killing everything, But yeah, man. Hey, as always, good day. Adios. Good night. Peace. All love, positivity. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.